You're calling me and you're looking for an analyzer that will collect data for vibration or do some analysis or troubleshooting. And I'm going to recommend the Falcon. Why should I?
The Falcon can do anything from the beginner to the experienced user. It's got ACOEM built in, which is automatic diagnostics. And it can do all the way to phase analysis, balancing, run-up coast-down tests, modal analysis, and ODS. So from the very beginner user all the way up to the advanced user, this tool can do it all.
Great. My name is Nicole with Advanced Test Equipment.
And I'm James O'Tremba, technical trainer for ACOEM.
You just received your Falcon rental. What's in the box?
Well, if you look in here, you'll have everything you need. You got the head unit, the Falcon data collector. It's a 4-channel box. It's got Wi-Fi communication to the WLS sensor, which is a triax wireless sensor. It reads all 3 directions at the same time, and it makes vibration data collecting very quick and easy. You also get 2 single-channel accelerometers, 100 millivolt per G, and you can use these for phase analysis, balancing, run-up coast-down, ODS testing. You've got a magnetic tach base and a tachometer, where you can place the tachometer in here. You mount it on a base. You aim the tach at a piece of reflective tape, and this acts as your speed reference. You get a couple of chargers. We also have the Technical Associates Vibration Diagnostic Handbook, which does have a list of all or most vibration issues that can be detected using the vibration analysis. This would be a holster for the WLS sensor, a charger, and an Allen wrench to adjust the magnet. We've got a tachometer cable. This is yellow or orange colored, and an important part of this is there's a yellow ribbon around the tach cable. There's also a yellow ring around the C channel on the Falcon. That indicates this plugs into that port. We've got some extension cables for the tachometer so you can get your data from a greater distance. We got 2 Y cables. These are used for 4-channel data collection. So we can collect up to 4 channels simultaneously. This is your wired accelerometer cable. Another wired accelerometer cable, and a BNC for remote data collection. If you've got a box, a junction box, something like that, you need to collect data off a wired sensor. We got male-female BNC adapters. This is your dump and load cable. We use that for communication between the Falcon and a PC. A USB drive with the manual on it, and software, and reflective tape.
You're ready to take measurements. Now, setup is the most important part. Proper setup will give you the best results, data that you can trust. James, how do you do a proper setup?
So when we're collecting vibration data, the idea is that I want to get a reading on every bearing. The bearings in a machine, they're the backbone of the rotating equipment. So the mass rotates on the shaft, and the bearings are holding the shaft, and they're ultimately the connection to the outside world. So when we're collecting data, we're going to get a reading on each bearing in the system. We number these bearings 1, 2, 3, 4, from the driver to the driven. It's very important that we have a good connection. It's solid. The magnet will mount to the housing, the motor, however we need to mount that on there. That's going to give us the information we need to make a proper diagnosis. Also, the direction of vibration is a key indicator on different kinds of faults. For example, an angular misalignment is going to pull the housings in and out and cause more axial vibration. Unbalance is going to be more in the horizontal and vertical directions. Structural looseness is going to be dominant in one direction over the other due to a lack of stiffness in whichever direction that is. So when I mount my accelerometer on the unit, it's very important that I indicate which direction it's sitting in. The Falcon is not going to allow you to take a reading until you tell it this information. It's got this question mark here. Once I click on that icon, it's going to ask me how my sensor's oriented. The way I look at this is I've either got vertical, horizontal, or axial, and that's the accelerometer itself, how it's sitting on the machine. Then I've got an X and a little orange line. The accelerometer has an X on it. When I put my accelerometer on my bearing housing, typically I'll put it in line with the shaft. Because this is a two-pole magnet, it's going to sit on a rounded surface. You set it on the bearing and you give it a little wiggle to make sure it's nice and stiff. On my Falcon, I put the accelerometer vertical and the X was in line with the shaft, which matches this reading right here. You can see the bearing housing, you can see the accelerometer sitting vertically, and you can see this little orange line indicating that the X is in line with the shaft.
Oftentimes, resonance testing is going to be why you need to rent the Falcon. And so we're going to go over that application.
Yes. Now, sometimes we'll find there's a hand railing or a floor that's vibrating excessively, and we want to determine the cause of that. A pipe, a lot of times maybe a pipe will be vibrating. And we've got kind of a good setup here to demonstrate the way to test this. So what I would do is I would mount my accelerometer, say on that resonant piece of equipment, the pipe, the floor, the handrail, and we're going to simulate it with this offset bracket. I'm going to run this. It's offset bracket, there's going to be a resonant vibration in there, and then we've got a rotating shaft that's visible from the top. I want my accelerometer on here. This is going to read in 3 different directions simultaneously, and I'll go ahead and collect a reading on that. And then now that that's all done, I can open up the spectrum on the Falcon, identify that running speed peak, which is the dominant frequency of vibration here, and then open the strobe light. The strobe light is going to blink at the same frequency as whatever peak I've got highlighted here. And when I shine it on my target on top of this demonstrator, you can see it freeze. That means that in the field, what I would do, I'd identify that peak, and then I'd just go for a walk and look at different shafts and find which one freezes, just like that strobe target did. And then I know that that shaft is causing a vibration, and I can address it from there. It's ultimately just stiffness and mass, so you'll either tighten the base, add mass, whatever you need to do to fix it. There is no other reliability test that tells you more about the condition of your equipment than that vibration signal.
If you'd like to know more about the Falcon and see if the Falcon is a good solution for you, or if you're interested in renting the Falcon, contact me at www.atecorp.com.